Know it's been a few days since I got it, y'all. Just at least want to come to you every week, at least Mondays and Fridays, and drop a new video just on what's going on the landscape of the NBA. Now, as the season starts, December the 22nd, of course, I'll be having a lot more commentary each day, depending on what's going on with the games and who's playing in different matchups and just different things that you guys would like to hear from me. But the main thing I want to talk about this morning is free agency and the Los Angeles Lakers and just all the rumors that are swirling around in free agency. So what a lot of people are seeing the headlines, I saw it too, saying DeMar DeRozen, the Lakers are showing interest in DeMar DeRozen and that they would be willing to give up Danny Green and Kyle Kuzma to get DeMar DeRozan. And at first, I thought about that, and I said, "Man, hold on. You mean they can get an all-star player, a 4 or 5 time all-star player who has plenty of playoff run experience to come help them out and be a starter? Like the Lakers every night have been lacking that third person because everybody's saying big three, big three, big three." But now, if you remember, you go back and look at one of my videos about the dynamic duo. So please go back and look at my video about the dynamic duo, because it's my personal opinion that you don't need a big three to be successful. Granted, you need another third good player. But see, the Lakers do that as far as a lot of different people who could be that third key player each night. You saw sometimes it was Rondo. Sometimes it was Kuzma. Sometimes it was Dwight Howard. Sometimes it was Avery Bradley. Even that game Avery Bradley played against the Clippers had a hell of a game. I think I was out in Vegas that weekend before the COVID and everything outbroke and they put a pause to the season, and Avery Bradley had a hell of a game. So I started thinking, okay, DeMar DeRozan, perennial all-star, great player. And one thing about it, DeMar DeRozan has a healthy respect for LeBron James. I don't know if you guys saw his podcast, a podcast he was on recently where he was saying, "Man, I could not get past LeBron James. All respect to LeBron James." And everybody know what LeBron James did to DeMar DeRozan in the playoffs. We all know what happened, especially that last season when LeBron did not even have Kyrie, and it was only him and Kevin Love and a bunch of misfits, and he was able to sweep Toronto when Toronto was the number 1 seed. Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan and Serge Ibaka, and LeBron was able to sweep them. The Cavs were able to sweep them after they had struggled with Indiana. So DeMar DeRozan has a healthy respect for LeBron James, and I think that would be good for team chemistry as far as DeMar DeRozan joining the team. So, but there's a lot of other intangibles that go into this that I really had to think about to make me think, would this be a good trade for the Los Angeles Lakers or not? So I looked at some things. First and foremost, you always got to look at salary. You got to look at salary. You got to see how salary plays a part in it. Because if you don't look at salary, then you're not going to be able to really diagnose and scrutinize what you need to as far as how you're going to fit pieces together. So DeMar DeRozan makes $25 million a year. So, of course, the Lakers, in order to sign DeMar DeRozan, would have to give up Kuzma and would have to give up Danny Green, and they could fit his salary in there. That wouldn't be a key issue. Now, DeMar DeRozan would be an unrestricted free agent after 2021. So after 2021, DeMar DeRozan has a right to leave. He could leave and go elsewhere, which might be good for the Lakers. So it could be a 1-year experiment to get DeMar DeRozan into the lineup as a starter to help LeBron James and to help the Lakers pursue another championship. So salary-wise, it would be a fit. Now, some very interesting news came across the AP late last night that Avery Bradley has changed teammates. So Avery Bradley, has changed agents. So Avery Bradley has signed with the same agent that Dwight Howard has. So not sure what this means, if that's a sign, if that means anything, but I know Avery Bradley earned a ring this year, even though he didn't play in the playoffs for the Lakers. He chose to opt out. Now Avery Bradley is only making $5 million a year. To me, and I know this might sound ridiculous, but I would probably rather have Avery Bradley over DeMar DeRozen, because Avery Bradley is going to give it to you on the defensive end. Avery Bradley going to play defense, and he's going to hit timely three-point shots. That's what he does. He can hit threes, and he can play defense, and he can create off the dribble and get to the hole, which is something that's valuable in the NBA. He's not somebody who run off screens and just take a lot of wide open threes. He is somebody who can actually create for himself. Now, if the Lakers lose Avery Bradley, then I think that'll be a big hit to them. Now, if they can renegotiate and maybe give Avery Bradley some more money, I think that would be wise to do. Now, getting back to DeMar DeRozen, that salary, you got to think, DeMar DeRozen, and I'm just going to say it, Lakers fan, Lakers Nation, LeBron fans, whoever you are out there that's watching this video, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. DeMar DeRozen does not play defense. So a lot of people was wondering during the playoffs, man, Danny Green broke. Danny Green is broke. Danny Green not hitting his threes. Oh, Danny Green not hitting his threes. You know what? Oh, what's wrong? You know, and all this and all that. But Danny Green kept his place on the court because Frank Vogel was smart enough to know what Danny Green does on the defensive end. Danny Green is going to close out on any three-point shooter. He's very quick on the defensive end. He's going to close out on the shooter. He's going to play tight defense. You can depend on him to guard some of the best guards one-on-one. He's going to take a lot of the defensive pressure off LeBron James. So what does Danny Green bring to you on the defensive side of the ball? He bring you 10 times more than what DeMar DeRozen bring you on the defensive side of the ball. DeMar DeRozen has never been all NBA first team, second team defense, has never been really considered a good defender. If anything, that's the only downfall of DeMar DeRozen. Now, people realize defense is what wins championships. And when the Lakers lock down defensively is when they start to win, get turnovers, push the ball out, and get a lot of points off turnovers and don't really have to play in a half-court set when they are their most dangerous. DeMar DeRozen would help out in a half-court set, you know, probably more so than Danny Green because of his ability to hit the mid-range shot. But at the end of the day, are you really willing to pay $25 million to somebody that's, 31 or 32 years old that doesn't play defense? I'm not so sure. I think the Lakers could probably find some more options. I know it's going to be a very short free agent period, but I'm just not so sure that DeMar DeRozen is what you're looking for, especially when you're talking about giving up Kyle Kuzma. Now, a lot of people aren't really high on Kyle Kuzma because Kyle Kuzma hasn't showed much. He has. Sorry, something happened to the video, but I'm back on. So anyway, like I was saying, Kyle Kuzma hasn't really showed you much. I mean, he has some breakout games here or there, but it's not like that he's just been what the Lakers wanted him to be when they chose him over keeping Brandon Ingram. But the point is, I think Kyle Kuzma still has a lot of potential left in him. And the thing is, what the Lakers need is size. And with Kyle Kuzma, that brings them size on the wing. I mean, you got LeBron, you got AD, you got Kyle. I mean, that gives you plenty of length that you need. And I think Kyle Kuzma can develop into a great defender, and he's still young. So me personally, I don't feel like, and I know Kuzma has had opportunity, but I don't feel like he had enough opportunity yet for you to make a decision to go ahead and get rid of him. So if you get rid of Kyle Kuzma and you get rid of Danny Green, then you're going to get DeMar DeRozen only for 1 year. Now, he may sign again, but at that point, he'll be 33 years old. So do you really want to give up your young draft pick in Kyle Kuzma and Danny Green, who has all the playoff experience and actually plays a lot better defense than DeMar DeRozen? Not only does he play a lot better defense than DeMar DeRozen, he's a 40% career three-point shooter. You can say, oh, he was broke here, oh, he was broke there, but he made some timely shots in the next game. And he's broken records in the finals for making the most threes. And if he gets his confidence up and he gets a good stroke, then Danny Green is going to do whatever he needs to do to be a great three-point shooter. So Danny Green is a 40% career 3-point shooter. DeMar DeRozen is a 28% 3-point shooter. So you got to remember, the Lakers are going to be going against the Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson is going to be back. Steph Curry is going to be back. Wiggins is going to be there. Who knows if they trade Wiggins, they can get over to Cooper. It could be the Golden State Warriors make great trades and great moves. They have a great front office. So who knows? But the thing is, when you're going up against the Golden State Warriors, they're going to hit a lot of 3-point shots. The Lakers surprised a lot of people by taking so many threes this year in the playoffs. People weren't really expecting that. They're becoming a formidable 3-point team. But going against the likes of the Golden State Warriors, you're going to have somebody who got the ability to shoot threes. So if you get rid of Danny Green and Kyle Kuzma, you're giving up people who can shoot threes, especially Danny Green being a 40% career 3-point shooter. You're giving away people who can shoot threes for somebody who can shoot no threes. So to me, a mid-range game is almost dead. And that's why Toronto was willing to give up DeMar DeRozen. And after they did, they went on to win a championship. Nothing against DeMar DeRozen. He is a great... Sorry, y'all, broke up on me again. Somebody keeps trying to call me while I'm trying to make a video, which they don't understand. Making a video is the most important thing. So whoever trying to call me, stop trying to call me. I'm trying to make a video. And I'm almost at the end. So let me just wrap it all up, because apparently my morning is going to be too busy. So let me go ahead and tell y'all. The best thing for the Lakers to do is to try to re-sign Avery Bradley. He's only making $5 million. Hell, offer him double that. Give Avery Bradley another $5 million. I would take Avery Bradley over DeMar DeRozen because he plays defense and he can make threes. DeMar DeRozen doesn't play defense and he doesn't make threes. He has a healthy respect for LeBron James, but that is not good enough. What you're going to need is somebody who can make threes. So try to re-sign Avery Bradley or start looking elsewhere. So I hate to stop the video right now, but I'm a little bit irritated. This is B New. I'm going to say right on to the real, death to the fakers, hate it or love it. The Lakers going to win another one, hate it or love it. LeBron going to win another one. And like I said, right on to the real, death to the fakers. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be coming at you every day. Sponsor season kickoff twice a day, every day. So anyway, be new, right on to the real, death to the fakers. And I'm out.